when you need it. The all-new 65,000-mile Aquatred 2, only from Goodyear.
Beyond the Arctic Circle, beyond the tree line, beyond experience. The Molson Ice Polar Beach Park, Labor Day, with Metallica and Hull. Also appearing, Veruca Salt and Moist. Tuktoyaktuk, Canada. See displays for details. Get up there.
Still full course yellow, but you can see they intend to go green on the next lap. Let's talk with some others involved in that accident just a few moments ago. Gary Gerould.
Well, it looked like a rodeo, the Wild West, the Buck and Bronco. Carlos Guerrero, you took quite a ride. Airborne, you came down. You're okay. Was it a situation where it just stacked up on a blind corner? What happened?
The thing is that the guys at the front go fast and then slow down to make like a chain reaction. The problem is in a blind track, you never know where are they going to stop. So I already lost a little bit of space, so I was trying to catch them up. So when I come out that right turn, blind turn, I saw Greco was sideways and Samperi was starting hitting Salazar, and everybody was with the cars on the road. I couldn't brake, and I jumped over everybody, and that's the end.
Well, at least you landed all right and you're okay. Thank you so much. Let's swing over to Alessandro Zampedri. You were involved also. What was the view from your cockpit?
Basically, when I turned right in that blind corner, I saw my teammate car, Eric Bachelot's car, sideways in the track, close to the wall, backwards on the right side, and another car was in front of him. And Salazar in front of me just locked the wheels and braked. We were pretty close. And I locked too, but I couldn't miss him. So I hit him in the back, and that was it. But then after 2 seconds, I heard somebody hit me on the back very, very hard and just run over me, and that was Carlos. So I think, except for the guy that really caused the accident, there was nothing to do for us. I mean, it's a very blind corner, so you have no idea what can happen there.
All right, we're back racing. Thank you, Alessandro.
And the question now, are Michael Andretti's frustrations ready to come to an end because he leads the field back? The previous leader, Jacques Villeneuve, sits back in 5th place right now, and in 2nd place is Mauricio Gugelmin. Now, look here, here are 2 cars directly in contest. On the top of your screen is Tracy, who currently runs in 3rd place. The bottom of the screen is Ray Hall, who is... Oh!
That's...
Well, right place at the right time for us, not for Paul Tracy. Now, he's got the engine going. As soon as the field gets past, he should be able to get it around and get back in the competition, but he was 3rd, fighting with Ray Hall.
Tracy is traditionally so ambitious on these restarts. This time, it may have gotten him in some trouble.
Now, Lynn, back in that, well, let's look at the replay first. There is Tracy as he gets caught up trying to get around Gugelmin.
Well, Gugelmin was trying to make a pass. Yeah, I think Gugelmin was really trying to make a pass there, I think, and come in. Because Gugelmin was running 2nd and Tracy was 3rd.
Gugelmin was going for the lead on Michael.
Sorry.
Gugelmin's down to the inside there, or does that quick, yeah, look at that.
Yeah. But, you know, that's...
Let's take a look at it from the onboard camera on Michael's car. On Tracy's car, excuse me.
That's Michael.
Just Tracy, yes, the black.
You could see Tracy coming together with Gugelmin.
Hate to say it, but I'm also thinking of Tracy having to use that left foot a lot. He had to use the clutch a lot there because you don't use the clutch that much when you're driving, you know, regular green laps. But boy, just to be able to get the car turned around, he had to do a lot of left footing.
Put the clutch in there.
Successfully got it done, though. It had to hurt. So we'll keep an eye on Paul Tracy as he starts to make his move back through the field. You see how it changes things here at the front.
You know, everybody's advantages works to somebody else's disadvantages, but here Michael's back leading, as you mentioned, and this is the 7th race that he has led in Toronto and the 9 starts that he's had. And, you know, Michael's in the position that Michael is used to being in, out front, you know, commanding a racetrack, and I think you're going to see maybe he's going to settle in here.
And he's led, of course, all but 2 of the races so far this year, the last 2. So this is a resumption of the beginning of the season where he'd be out front, often with a car with some kind of mechanical problem, but carrying on in the lead.
Michael Andretti continues to lead. Jack Arute
Well, Paul, one of the things that we've seen with the Goodyear Firestone tire battle is the fact that at some racetracks, the rubber actually begins to build up in what they call little tiny balls out on the outsides of the groove. Remember, at Detroit, we had that problem. Well, Michael Andretti has radioed in that seems to be the case is what's happening here in some of the critical corners. He's a little bit concerned about the rough stuff that may be being thrown off of the tires. He's out front right now, but boy, if we begin to see that happen over and over again and they're not able to sweep the track under full course yellows, it could create some problems.
Well, Jack, Lynn alluded to that exact situation in her opening comment, where that it might become a one-track groove. If it did, the pit stops would be all the more crucial. I think we're going to see that with you guys down there.
Well, Sam, that's exactly what has got the Villeneuve team so upset.
Yeah.
Not the second caution that came out, the full course. That was a benefit to them. But they were upset about some of the problems that occurred with the first full course yellow. They felt that IndyCar had not reacted properly. IndyCar had no choice but to bring out the second full course yellow. But now they've radioed to their crew, make sure, Jack, that you try and stay in touch with the leader. Track positioning is going to be so critical.
And Michael is just building that lead. It's now 3 seconds. He's just building it. He's chipping it away at about a half a second a lap. But at the same time, I was looking at the course, is that Jacques is also capable of turning those speeds, but he's kind of locked back there. He's not going to be able to make a move necessarily. But Michael's pulling away.
Now, currently, we're watching Mauricio Gugelmin running in second place. But Gary Gerould, it's been 34 laps since he's been into the pits.
And they are thinking and hoping, because they've radioed in, or Mo radioed in, he doesn't think there's any damage to the car after that contact. He thinks it's all right. They're hoping to stay out and go to lap 40 for their projected first pit stop. Now, of course, if they get a yellow flag between now and then, the gamble will have paid off. If they have to pit under green, all that position that he gained will then, of course, be lost. So they're still rolling it here, but they've still got 5 or 6 laps before that number 40 comes up.
And you called Mauricio Mo. In fact, that's what the Pac West team calls him, Big Mo. And he is big, strong, and fast.
Well, he is also very good at this type of track, these temporary street courses. As you see Ray Hall menacing him from behind, Big Mo is third in terms of the points scored on this type of track, behind Pruitt and Al Unser Jr. So he is a master of this, and it's because of his background in Formula One, where they race often on tracks like this.
But he's slowing this group down right now. His fastest lap today has still only been 105.9, and that whole group of Ray Hall and Villeneuve and Vassar, he's slowing them down. So, and you know, knowing that he's got to come in and make that pit stop, I don't think Ray Hall will take a risk. At the same time, he's slowing them down.
Yeah,
let Michael pull away.
He's slower by nearly 2 miles an hour than some of the faster cars on the course. And there comes Villeneuve as he's closing in as well, as is Jimmy Vassar sitting just behind him. So this is the fight on the course. We'll keep track of it as we have some computer link back now from EDS. I want to thank them, and we can go through the running order with the intervals.
This is a gift to Villeneuve because it's enabling him to close up on Ray Hall and perhaps make a move on him under braking. You see Villeneuve in the blue car pursuing Ray Hall in the black car. Look for a possibility of Villeneuve trying to outbrake Ray Hall.
So 17 cars on the leader lap, and 1 chain reaction accident, 1 omission as a result of problems with the cooling line on Scott Pruitt's engine, and then of course an impact with the wall after contact with Bobby Rahal for Al Unser Jr. Takes him out. So now you ride once again with that 3rd place car. Just ahead is Gugelmin, who anytime, well, about 3 laps, we should see a stop by this 2nd place car. And as suggested, the question is whether or not there will be another interruption in the action for a full course yellow. Right now, it certainly doesn't appear to be a possibility. The leader, Michael Andretti, running at 107.3 miles an hour, his fastest lap thus far. So now 37 laps complete into the run here in the Molson Indy Toronto. We'll be back after these messages and a word from our ABC stations.
Toyota has won more off-road championships than anyone. But winning isn't everything. Building better trucks is. So after every race, we take our trucks apart, piece by piece. We look for ways to make them even more powerful, even more durable. Because whether we're building a one-of-a-kind racing machine or your one and only truck, at Toyota, our minds are always racing. unfiltered Miller Genuine Draft. The cold one. You know the beer, you know the taste. With Miller Genuine Draft, the world's a very cool place.
It's summer in the city, and the heat...
So you won't mind if I keep in touch?
No. Are you two getting back together?
...is definitely on.
You were spying on me?
No.
Please go away.
I was not spying.
NYPD Blue, Tuesday. Viewer discretion advised.
One lawyer, one law firm, one case, one mystery, one murder, one detective, one suspect, one victim, one missing, one wife, one surprise after another, after another, after another. The one, the only, Stephen Bochco's Murder One, this fall on ABC.
Still trying to get into that new car or truck you've always wanted?
It's easy here at Foothill Nissan. If you're a first-time buyer, maybe have bankruptcy, judgments, repossessions, bad credit, no credit at all, no problem. We can get you financed at Foothill Nissan. We take pride in having financed over 35,000 customers with credit problems. That's why they call us the second chance people. Come to Foothill Nissan at 3333 Foothill Boulevard in La Crescenta or call 213-687-7000.
Looking for an apartment, condo, or house? Call Rentline, 789-RENT. It's easy and it's free. Rentline has helped thousands find the perfect place to live, and we can help you. Call 789-RENT. Avoid the frustration and time of looking through newspapers or driving around town. Rentline gives you free detailed information 24 hours a day, 7 days a week over your telephone. Property owners and managers put Rentline to work to fill your vacancies. Call Rentline, 789-RENT. Wherever you are, there's no better way to rent.
Monday's Oprah, white relatives meet the black side of their family.
Back at the Molson Indy Toronto, Andre Ribeiro just turned the fastest lap of the race at 108 miles an hour flat. Unfortunately, he's a lap off of the lead. Here is the interval leaderboard with Michael Andretti a full 5, almost 6 seconds ahead of Mauricio Guzman, who they now say may be able to go yet another 3 laps before they actually make a stop on that car. Now, in 9th place is this car, Robbie Gordon. We'll take a lap with him, Lynn.
Coming through that turn 11, that was the trouble area, but you can see he's got a clear track. 5th gear, but he has to gear down to 2nd gear through turn 1. They say that they really want to make sure they hit that asphalt because it's so slick on the cement. Shifting up to 3rd, 4th, 5th. Top speed of about 185. Hear him downshift, you have to go all through the gears. You can't just click down and get to 1st gear turn right here. It's a little uphill there. You don't actually see that on the in-car graphic, but that's an uphill, line uphill. There he's staying in 2nd gear. Shift into 3rd gear now. 4th gear. Downshift, down to 2nd. 2 blips of the throttle to get to 2nd gear. Up to 3rd. And he's going to stay in 3rd gear for the left-hander. Stay in 3rd. Quick shift to 4th. And up to 5th, back to turn 11.
Almost flat out through turn 11 there. That's the scariest turn on the track. You can just about do it flat out, but you got to really pump yourself up for it.
Qualifying for sure in the race.
Yeah, they're going to take that turn out. We were enjoying it for the last time this year when they reconfigure the track next year. The track runs through the grounds of the Canadian Exhibition Grounds, and there are fascinating buildings all around it. One where you can go see horses, the Horse Palace, where they have dressage, places where they have horticulture and food and so forth.
Mauricio Guzman anytime should be in for his stop. And the keys